Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. We are starting this episode off with the launch of this craft here, which is carrying 2 satellites to go to the moon. We picked up a contract which wants me to put 2 satellites in different orbits, one prograde, one retrograde. So we're going to send both of them on a crash course to the moon, separate them off and then put them where they need to go. The satellites themselves are dead simple and basic. They've got they've got argon engines on them, I believe. They use argon as fuel rather than xenon, and they've both got relay satellites on them, so that if we decide to do anything else with the moon, we're going to have at least some coverage to start with of the dark side of the moon for communication. So that's sort of the idea there. They've got thermometers on them, but that's really it. They're just designed to go up, sit in orbit, complete the contracts, and make us a bit of money. So, with those satellites in orbit of the moon and the contracts complete, we've got ourselves a little bit more money. We still don't have enough science. I'm waiting to unlock this one here, I think it is, which includes the ranch hydroponics module, as well as a few other things here. Not sure what these ones are. Science experiments and stuff. An aquaculture module and a storm cellar. Hadn't really read about them. I was more interested in that because that would fit our station and would work pretty well for that. So that would fit the design of the station. So we're going to need 1,000 resources for that. So we need science points. And I don't have X Science installed. It doesn't work with the current version. Well, it sort of works, but doesn't. So I have Science Relived. Sorry, I should have thought this through. Science Alert Re-alerted, which does a sort of same with X Science, but isn't showing me. At least here, isn't showing me what experiments I do. But I do believe I've got a lot of science which I can now do around Kerbin, which hasn't been done. I've got new science experiments unlocked, and also on the moon in Minmus. And I'm thinking we haven't been to Minmus for a while, so why don't we take a trip there? Why don't we travel to Minmus? We'll have a little rover or something, travel to Minmus, and we'll go around Minmus for a bit, and then we'll get all the science for them. So that seems like a plan. And here we are on the runway with the A51S Flapjack, S4 Science, a slightly modified A2, which has got this extra launch pad. It's got extra fuel tanks to what the base version has, and also it's got the aerospike engine there rather than standard ones, plus loads of science on it. Loads of science, loads of life support, loads of bits and pieces, all ready to head for Minmus. So all we need to do is actually take off, and although it's got 5,300 meters a second of delta V, it could technically get to Minmus. I'm really bad at flying space planes, really bad at them, so I'm probably going to use all that fuel up just getting to the starbase, which is where we're going to go. We're going to set the starbase as our target, and we're going to fly there in order to get more fuel. We're going to fill up and come back in. You will notice there's been a slight change. The sun no longer has its wonderful glare to it, and planets look slightly different. I had to uninstall Scatterer. I was having problems with either the water level being too high or too low, and it just seemed to pick one or the other. It was very rare that it was actually level with it, and it was causing wonderful glitches. So I decided to get rid of Scatterer, and things still look pretty good. I still think this looks pretty good, just a bit brighter around the dark, which is probably better for YouTube, for you to be able to see behind the dark. We don't get that fancy lens flare, but I'll keep an eye on Scatterer. If it becomes a bit more stable, then I'll definitely jump back to it, because it looks fantastic. There's the monolith, and yeah. So let's get this into orbit. And finally, we're here on approach to our station, which is a little bit off, shall we say. Obviously it's been running out of power a lot and going weird. I will openly admit that I did not actually manage to get this craft into orbit first time round. I had to abort and land it in the water because basically I just used far too much fuel trying to get anywhere near orbit. But I did do it on my second try. Let's retract those. Okay. And there we go. Right. Okay. And yeah, this is really bad for electricity. I think it's not too bad for electricity, but it's definitely in the free fall. We do need to get that nuclear reactor going up here. Good news is I have been getting lots of radiation experiments on the way up here, so I think I'm going to be okay for a bit of science. Not going to be a problem. What I do want to do, however, is grab some liquid fuel and even monopropellant. But I want to grab it evenly, which is going to be a little bit awkward. I'm not worried about those two, so what I want to do is I want to set all of the... Actually, do you know what? It does not matter. It absolutely does not matter. So if I pick that one, that one. So we have 5 tanks in the center there, and then grab that tank, for instance, and say out and out. It's not going to let me fill up any of those. I also am very confused. This craft generates electricity as it goes. I think that's something to do with the static charge. I don't know how that works. But it's definitely something. Okay, it appears as if I cannot transfer fuel from one to the other. Okay, so I am going to have to use this here. Right. So if that's the case, I want to aim my camera at that and try and get something like that. So we want to open all of these up, and we open that one up as well. We should say that is out, and that is in, that is in, that is in, that is in, that is in. So we've taken fuel just from one tank, which is absolutely fine. Yep, fine. Okay, and monopropellant, I want to steal a little bit from here. Well, no, I think we're going to need monopropellant, but, well, we've got it. Okay. I also am going to try and set this thing right. So I'm going to open these solar panels. Open. I'm going to control from here. And I'm going to say point north. I really should have put some large solar arrays on this, but I kind of wanted it to be nuclear powered, and I was expecting to have that greenhouse done quite early. I thought with all my contracts being reset, my science would be reset as well, but it's not. So we are having to go and do research, science research normally. Right, and I'm going to rotate this around a little tiny bit. Get that solar panel flipped over. Our camera back up. Okay, that'll do, that'll do. Yeah, stop now, stop now, stop now. The other solar panel is obviously blocked by the craft. Yep. That's getting 90%, 91%. Whoa. That's getting That's 1.59 kilowatts. That's absolutely fine. And this will be recharged in an hour, but I'm not going to wait around for an hour for that. We're going to go to Minmus instead, because that was the whole point of this here. I am going to double check that we can get to Minmus, so I want to undock from this. Thank you very much for the fuel. Undock, ba-bum. And we're going to push away. I'm then going to check that we actually do have 45 days of food, 93 days of water, 98 days of oxygen. That's fine. Okay. Right, close the shield there. Right, so to Minmus. Let's find ourselves prograde and let's find Minmus. Minmus is up there. Set as a target. So I cannot remember how to get to Minmus, so let's just draw out a maneuver like so, and then drag it around until we get somewhere close to it. I am suffering from a little bit of lag, which is really confusing because the game is kind of fresh and there's nothing in orbit. I will have to check the logs out and have a look and see what's going on. We'll of course have to add a maneuver to bring my up. Oh, and that's miles off, so let's go back to the first maneuver and along again. Oh, we had an encounter then. There we go, we have an encounter with Minmus right there. Okay, so that's kind of where we want to be firing. Okie dokie. Okay. So, let's go and do that. Let's go and do our maneuver node on the other side of the planet, and then we will have to do a second maneuver node. I normally do that out by the moon. I'm not sure why I did that there. Normally I do it sort of out there somewhere. Still going to give me exactly the same result. Probably save a bit of fuel by doing that. Then unfortunately the moon's going to be in the way for a lot of this. That is annoying. I can't really use the moon for an assist either. We'll just bring that back until we get a... There we go. There we go. There's an encounter. Boom. That'll do. That'll do. Right, and that is 70 meters a second. And this one's 844 and we have 4,000. So everything is awesome. Let's walk round. Let's do that maneuver. We shall do the other maneuver and I will see you when we're on approach to Minmus. And here we are at Minmus. We have come in. I've got a lot of experiments on the way into Minmus. It's loads of radiations and gravity scans, web pieces. I'm going to go around a couple of times to try and get a few different biomes. And then we're going to land probably down here somewhere. And have a look around. I don't have a map of Minmus. Obviously we have no... What do we... What's that? That's... Do we have a map of Minmus? Did that carry over? We do have a Minmus. So we have scanned Minmus before all that data stayed, but yeah, so not what I wanted. I wanted the big map. There we are. On there. Really that's Gerbin. Yeah, we've got a lot of anomalies. We have just completed the contract of high resolution scan of Kerbin. That was just done, so right, happy with that. Yeah, and we have 2 anomalies. I might go and have a look at those whilst we're going at this sort of thing. But I don't want resource. I want biome. There we go. So we can have a look at what different biomes we need. I don't know how many biomes there are exactly. It doesn't have any greater flats, lowlands, that sort of thing. So this science alert doesn't give me a list of science. It does obviously stop time when you do that, but it doesn't give you an actual list of experiments, so I'm not sure. It's not like X science where it doesn't actually give you a complete list, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. So I'm going to go around for a little bit, and then we shall come back and land around here somewhere. I may not go to every single biome. It depends on my fuel. I need 1,400 to get home from the surface of Minmus to the surface of Kerbin, so we're going to have to keep that. And we only have 38 days, so we've got 28 days up here to play about, because it takes 10 days to get home. So yeah, we've got time. I'll have a play about with some biomes and bits and pieces, and we will see once we're gonna head down. And we are on our way down. I could have got lower and got some more experiments, but I think I'm gonna get them anyway as I go round, because I'm not going to drive around the surface. I'm going to actually land and then sort of bounce around using the engine. You can see that keeps popping up. We've got radiation scan and gravity scan. I've done them all high in space, and now we're doing them all low in space. That's quite cool. We're not going to quite land exactly where I wanted to. Right. Put our landing gear down. We are going to land backwards. Obviously, we are a plane technically, and Minmus has ridiculously low gravity. So, and we do keep losing signal as well, because obviously Kerbin keeps going underneath the. Oh, I don't know what that was. The engine here. I did cut the engine right back down to 10% as well, so plenty of fuel remaining. And if I'm worried about hitting the ground, I can of course just do that, nose up, and that will increase our apparatus. And bring us into a much smoother sort of. Our vertical speed will drop much lower. So we're okay. We're okay, and I'm sure this could survive a bit of a bounce on Minmus. The only thing I have to be careful of is there are mountains over there, so I need to make sure I come down roughly before them. Be the best idea. Start time warp when below 3,000. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually try and slow down a bit more here. Gotta say, it looks a lot nicer. It's got a lot of fog around it, which makes sense if it is in fact a giant ball of ice cream. Would make sense for it to have lots of fog. Obviously, the ice cream is melting away, steam coming off of it. Shame about that sun flare, that's about the only thing. Anyway, this is going to be a very nice gentle down. Gonna have to increase that engine a bit. I think that's good. Let's turn the lights on. We're going to come down with a bit of a bounce, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. The wheels can take it. We are a flying saucer full of little green men landed on the green planet. How about that? Right. Brake. And let's deploy our experiments. Okay, so seismic scan. A radiation scan can be restored. Let's open up our science bay here. Oh, that was the wrong... No, reset that. Open that, because that has a science bay inside it. Right, there we go. So, I suppose we should turn around and travel sort of towards the sun. That would make a little bit of sense. Of course, the biggest thing is that this actual steering on the wheels doesn't work. So I'm going to have to use the reaction wheels to turn it around, which means I do want to definitely go towards the sun, because if we don't go towards the sun, we're going to suffer with no power. Let's although we've got the engine and we've got like 5,000 power, so I'm not particularly worried about that. So yeah, right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bounce around a little bit. I think I'm going to head north. I think. Get up there. And we will muck about until we're basically burnt through just under 1,000 meters a second of fuel, which I'm probably going to do extremely inefficiently. It would probably make more sense to stay on the floor and roll around, but well, I might get some experiments in space. I do not know, but yeah, I will bounce around. I will try and get as much science as is possible from Minmus. Just go over to this biome here and land again, and then yeah, once I've gone around and collected the bits of science that I can, although I think we've done a lot of it already because we did have a rover here with lots of things. I think it's just the gravity and the radiation and the gravity, the gravioli detector. I think they're about the only things that are the ones we didn't have before. Come in a bit smoother. Do we want to go up? Landing on a surface is going to be interesting, and I got to make sure I don't smash the engine as well. That's a big thing. I mean, easily point prograde and land like this. The wheels can survive landing at quite a high speed, so just our vertical speed is quite high. Oh, that's a problem. Like I said, I don't want to smash the engine off because now they can't get home. We didn't smash any of the we didn't smash any of the life support, that's still good, and we've still got a solar panel. So I am going to oh dear, that's gonna be hard again, sorry. We smash off the front. No, we can smash off the front ones. Ah, there we go. And the brakes on. Let's just get these Kerbals down. Like so. Come on, stop. Oh dear. That is bouncing around like a good one. Right, okay. So, you are actually getting some solar power. The question is, where are we on we're going away from the sun. So that sun is going to set. And we've broken off the ones on that side as well. If I do that, now that will in fact push us. Okay. So, I made a complete mistake here. I think I'm going to try and push us up to the top of the hill, try and get as much solar as possible. No idea. I can make the craft lighter. Luckily, the flying saucer mod allows you to dump fuel, so I could dump the resources out of here to make the craft lighter. I don't think the RCS is going to be enough to get us into orbit anyway. I'm going to try it. Yep, dump. Alright, dump and dump. And dump. There we go. We have no more liquid fuel on board. We're going to be a fair bit lighter now. But I don't think the RCS is going to be fast enough to get us into any form of orbit at all. I don't think the RCS is going to last long enough to do that, is it? No, we've only got about a minute of it, so what are you doing? Oh my life. Nose down, there we go. We're going up the hill. That's a good thing. Yeah, that did not go according to plan. This does mean we need to send a rescue team, and I have just realised as well, this had a fuel cell. I'm concerned about them not having enough power. I'm concerned about the power running out, because they're not getting enough power from the sun, obviously, because the sun's going to go down, and I could have just run the fuel cell, and the fuel cell would have lasted days, I think. Oh, that was foolish of me. Oh well. Let's not lose control of this now, please. I don't know why I turned SCS off. and point towards the sun, I suppose. I'm just really concerned that I'm not going to be able to get here in time unless I build some very, very fast ship. Get here. Like a direct craft just to get here. Just one completely full of fuel. Anyway, we are going to have to embark on a rescue mission regardless of what happens here. One of my wheels is, in fact the entire front of the craft is shook and corrupt, and yeah, makes sense because we crashed. I was an idiot. Let's put the brakes on here. Please, you're not going to stop because the craft is damaged, so it's having... It does. If you have a damaged craft like this, you will have weird things where things will start sliding around. That was surprising, to say the least. But I think that might help. Yeah, you can see that wheel is flashing through. I think a save and a reload might actually fix this, if I'm honest. So let's do that. Quick save and quick load to try and fix the craft's jitteriness. Right, let's see here now. That looks better. There you go. That's going to stop and just we can turn SCS off now and that will stop. Awesome. Right. If I retract that solar panel, we are going to have 3 hours. Lights do matter. Let's bring it up to 4 hours. Can we turn off enable air park? I don't even know what that is. Oh, that might be to do with the vertical takeoff thing. I don't know. Can we turn off... if we turn off the humidity controller, we can get another... we can get a day out of it. I will obviously have to turn it on as wastewater starts filling up, but or humidity starts filling up. But we can turn that on and off as required. I should have kept fuel. That was daft. But yeah. Right, so anyway, I can re-enable that now, and we can deploy the solar panel. And we need to do a rescue mission, but that's going to have to wait until the next episode. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again next time, and until then, as always, have fun.